All right, what's going on, family? Welcome to another episode of Sunday Morning Markups. It's your boy, Mr. P. And if you have not locked into our free profit channel, make sure you do so now. All right. Are you serious, honey? Please. Make sure you go to pivotandeasy.com and lock in with the free profit channel. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page and also lock in with the best broker in the game. And if you have not seen last year's boot camp, it's extremely lit. A lot of information there. So make sure you help yourself and lock in. All right. It's absolutely free, family. Absolutely free. Shout out to our sponsors over there. Sway Funded, Sway Charts, etc., etc. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get right into this. Excuse me. All right, so bless the kid, bless the kid. All right, we're gonna go through these symbols really quick. I was on the phone with my sister. She's trying to get her account funded. She had a couple questions. Today is Sunday, so make sure you guys are actually funding up your account if you do not have any funds in there. It's going to be a phenomenal week. I'm super excited. Now, this is gold. This is the monthly. I want to see this monthly come all the way down here. Right, price did bounce off our zone last week. It was really nice. Um, then we tried to buy it off this zone here, and we got smacked. So we did get some money on the buy up. It respected this zone and it sold back down. I really wanted to see it kind of push up in this area, but this weekly bearish engulfing was pretty strong here, and it respected this level, right? And it rejected really nicely. So I really want to see this weekly close below, right? So this weekly might just open up bearish, but this is gold, right? So we know what this does. It does what it wants to do. This was our markups last week before all the shenanigans here. I wanted to see it push up to about 24.10, 24.13 area. We didn't get that. We got 23.89, which was fairly nice. I can't lie, it was a nice play here, and it bounced right off of this weekly zone, which was pretty clean. As you see, this was almost 1,000 pip drop. I'm curious to see how gold opens up today. I'm still holding buys, but I love the short. I've been waiting on this sale for since it broke this level here, to be honest, since it broke 2,100, 2,090 area. I've been waiting on this push down because we never got a retest off of 2,100, 2,080 area. So I'm definitely looking for a retest around this zone. Of course, it's not going to happen tomorrow, people, but definitely want to see if we can swing this down there. So we're looking for all pullbacks. We're looking for shorts only. Long term, shorts, short term buys. All right. That's what we're looking for on gold. If you guys are in the chat, make sure you lock in. We'll send any signal that we have, but understand we are looking for long term shorts, short term buys. All right, our head and shoulder does look nice right here. I would love to see price come back up here and dig into this area, to be honest. Kind of like it did here. We got a bearish engulfing here. Price dropped, and then it went back and dug into this area. That's what I would love to see here. It might not come all the way back, but it may come back retest 2370 area. Price has not closed below this 4 hour zone here. So we get some respect in this area. So maybe we can get a pullback off of this break here, and then we can get a continuation to the downside. So that will be nice as well. So let's be on the lookout for that on gold. All right. We got a head and shoulders, right? But is it gonna continue to drop, or is it gonna pull back? I would love to see a pullback to about 23.33 area, right? And if it breaks that, we're looking for sales at 23.73 area. All right, so that's my thoughts on gold. I love gold, man, to be honest. That's my baby. All right, so let's get into it. AUD CAD. AUD CAD did something special. We didn't call this out last week, but this is one of my favorite pairs because it's not that volatile until it's volatile, right? So it doesn't move that much until it actually breaks out, right? And the risk to reward is always a great thing. Okay, so just understand that if you have proper risk to reward, you'll be fine. Like it's not really a big deal to be concerned about blowing your account if you having proper risk. All right. So matter of fact, let me show you guys this really quick. If you are in the chat, I want to show you something. If you're not in the chat, this is something you need to see. This is something I go by right here. This is law, right? This is law right here. So if you guys are not paying attention to this, if you're on YouTube or you're on this call, make sure you lock in with this. This doesn't seem like a lot, all right? This doesn't seem like a lot of money to be made. This doesn't seem like a lot of gains, but it's about the percentages, not the gains. How consistent can we be with getting consistent gains percentage wise? Because you got to think a regular investment for a regular individual, a mere mortal in the world today is anywhere from 5 to 15% annually is a great return on your investment. We get caught up because our mindset shifted because we see how money works now. So we lose that concept. Now, if you tell somebody in this space that trades, hey man, I'm looking for 100% annually, they're like, that's it? That's all you're looking for is 100%, right? But I need you guys to understand that stay consistent with your gains. I don't care how small your account is, 5 to 10% a week, a month is phenomenal. 5 to 10% a month is phenomenal, right? That means if you got $100 and you make $5 a month, that is phenomenal gains. Don't worry about the money. Worry about the percentages and the consistency. Because once you get that $100 account to 1,000, that $1,000 account to 10,000, that $10,000 account to 100,000, and you still getting those same percentages, oh, it's life changing. All right. So make sure y'all understand how that works and make sure you lock in with that. All right. So ACAD was looking really good off this zone. As you see, we got a nice break right here in retest. You see, we got a break right here. We got the bullish engulf in the retest. We bought up off that zone. We didn't sell because we thought it was going to continue to shoot up. But this is our buy zone here. Now, if it does break that structure, we're going to wait for price to bounce off of this trend, and then we're going to continue to the upside. So right now, we're just watching ACAD. It's really nothing to, execute on just yet. I'll let you guys know what actually looks good. See, I want price to come touch this monthly zone. All right, cool. So this monthly zone here, this is still my entry zone. I want to see price close and come tap this zone here, which is about 88,300 area, right? But we do have a close above. Price may continue to do that, but it will come get this imbalance and it will bounce off this order block, this bullish engulfing zone here. It will happen. So our goal is to just be patient and just wait on price to come to us. And if we see something, we don't want to rush anything. Okay, look, what was that? The daily? The daily. All right, so this daily is definitely bearish. So potentially we can get a sell off of here, right? Potentially price may come back up here and touch that. But this is a tricky area because we're waiting on this, right? So just understand, even if you just played this zone here, this is a potential gains because you got to think if you sell here and buy here, you can just work this. This is a daily time frame. So if you sold here and you held it for 2 days, that's some good gains down here. If you bought here and held it for 2-3 days, then that's some good gains here. So understand that taking your bag is get addicted to that, right? Get addicted to taking your money. Who cares if price continues to go 100 pips? Like secure your bag, and that's what we want to get used to. So on CJ, we have nothing that closed above this zone here on this daily. We do have some bearish momentum, right? But we do have all-time highs on these CJs, these JPYs. A lot of JPYs have all-time highs. So we're looking for reversals, right? We're looking for price to continue to the downside. Now we did get a break and retest off of this structure here. And I do want to see this. I'm just watching this right now. I really want to see it come all the way back up here. But we just watching CJ right now. What's this? EG. EG is still consolidating off this weekly time frame. All right. Still consolidating off this weekly. We've been watching this for a while now. Right. It's in a nice zone here. Right. This is the zone we was looking for. Right. If price breaks below this candle here, then we're waiting on this play, the break and the retest for the continuation. But if it doesn't, we're looking for the potential push back up so it can continue to play inside this box here. All right. So be on the lookout for buys on EG, but make sure, because this weekly close super bearish, make sure you guys are practicing risk to reward and make sure you are definitely not over leveraging your account. All right. So this is a nice buy zone here. Now we would have to bust it all the way down to kind of see what we want to do, but we definitely have some bearish momentum. Price is extremely bearish right now. Keep in mind that is the weekly. So this is the next zone that we like here. We do have an alert set here. Oh, it should be on. Let me go ahead and turn that on. This will be our buy zone here, right? Which is about 84500 area. So 84, 0.84500 area is a great place to buy off of. Price will potentially come play in this zone and continue to the upside. So let me go ahead and put that sticker on here real quick. And I say 500. Yeah. I'm super excited about the week. NFP was lit last week. We made a good bag last week. We made a good bag. Now we took 2 L's, but we took about 5 W's. So that's a blessing. All right, so this is our zone right here. We wanna see this. This will be our buy zone here. Just go ahead and text that out. Okay, turn me up a little bit. All right, cool. Let's turn this green too, just so we coordinating. Okay, bad. Let's go ahead and turn that black so we know it runs together. Okay, cool. So that's what we're looking for. This zone here, we do have bearish momentum. We may get a higher, then to continue to the upside. So we got our alert set. We'll wait on that. Now this was kind of hot. This kind of made me upset last week because I almost skint our zone and I was super salty about that. It didn't hit our alert, which is kind of horrible. It literally missed it by I don't even know. That's not even a pipette. But this is what we was waiting on. Price to come down to this zone. It skint our alert and took off. I want to tell you at least 100 pips. Yep, 200. That was a nice play. So now we're just going to watch this, see if it comes retest. But that was our play. It kind of left us. But it's okay. It's okay. We are still in NZD shorts. This week we looking for more. We want to see this to be the reversal area for this all-time high, right? So it is an all-time high, right? Price broke this zone. As you can see, once it broke this high, it retested. It closed above, retested off this trend, continuation off the trend, continuation off the trend, continuation off the trend. Let's not make this harder than what it is, family. You know what I mean? Like it's super simple. Okay, we do have a break right here off this all-time high here, but do we have the retest? Right? Do we have the retest off this weekly? So this is the previous high, this zone here. We have a nice break, but we have no retest off this zone. So my goal is to hold this until 93.44. We did take profit on this last week, and it played out beautifully. As you can see, we was eating off this continuously. We ate off this sale, boom, took profit. It came back, we sold it again, boom, took profit. So now what we want to see is we want to see 23,400. So if price comes back on this weekly and potentially comes off this zone here, that is something we will look for as well for a continuation to the bearish side. All right. Which is a nice play. You know what I mean? That's a nice amount of pips. We still in this place. So even if it took it down here, that's 300 pips, right? Even if it just bounced off of our blue line, which is what we're looking for this week, and we took that back down to the zone, that's still 200. That's a 200 pip play. So that's a nice play. We're looking at this daily. It looks nice, but it's not giving us no zone to look at that blue zone. All right, so this is the weekly zone, right? But now we got a 4-hour bearish engulfing. Now we'll play off of this. We want price to respect this level, right? So that's what we're looking for now. We're looking for price to come and respect this level here. Put our alert on that. Sell zone. All right, cool. So now when price comes back, we looking for sales off this zone. Our risk to reward will look something like this, and we will run the play. Something just like that, right? Now we'll take profit along the way, but at the end of the day, that's good risk to reward right there. And that's what we want to get used to. You know what I mean? What's that, 20, 25, 30 pips for 200, 100 to 200. Like those are the plays we're looking for. So y'all keep an eye out on NZD. JPY, we are still swinging this trade. I took 90% of my profits. I think it's right here. Let me see if I can log in. Took 90% of my profit. Still holding this gold short too, but we don't over leverage. Here it is here, NZD. We took 90% of our gains, stop loss and profit. We're waiting on a pullback off this 4-hour for our sell limit, and we're going to take this down to, as you see, 94 flat. That's the goal. All right, US 30 played us, and then so, all right, let me go to my other chart, because US 30 did this. There it is. So it played us, and then it sold. So we sold this last week, and it spiked us out, and then it did the do. So I definitely like US 30 for shorts. Of course, this thing's going to move thousands of pips, but I have an alert here at about 39,450 area, and we want to see this continue all the way down to 36. Now, it won't happen overnight, but this is the swing idea, right? These are our 30 thoughts, and we want to make sure we share them, right? Because we have a break of structure at this all-time high, right? But we never got a retest. Look at all this imbalance, right? Look at all this imbalance. Like, price is coming down here. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care who your mentor is. Price is coming down here. But first, it's going to come down to 36,800, and that's what we're looking for the retest off of this weekly zone, right? We got a break, all-time high, never came back. We have a bearish engulfing off the weekly. So if price comes back up and retest that, that will be phenomenal. As you see, we're creating an M here. So we would love to get the push down. So long term, I'm looking for shorts. Long term being in like this next couple months. I want to see price come down here and fill in these gaps. Well, not really gaps, this imbalance and all this liquidity that's just sitting here. You know what I mean? There's a lot of gaps, not gaps, but imbalance all through these candles. The price will come fill it up as it did in the past here. Like all these gaps, what did price do? Spike down, fill up those gaps. We have all these gaps right here. What did price do? Come down and fill all those gaps. So now we have all these gaps here. What is price going to do? Eventually come down and fill in all those gaps. So of course, when it comes down to fill those gaps, we're looking for buys because US 30 is an uptrend. It's a trending uptrend consistently, right? So what we want to do is definitely make sure when we execute, we definitely want to look for long-term buys, short-term sales. But depending on what type of trader you are, you could potentially swing a short, right? But price will get bullish on US 30. But if you can catch this short, oh my God, it will be nice. All right, so we're looking for price to come back and touch this trend here. It broke and never retested. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the break and retest off this zone. And then we'll potentially buy there. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Bitcoin is going crazy. I'm looking for shorts up here around 73K. It hasn't gotten there yet, but it is definitely in a bullish state. We had a inverted head and shoulders here. We bought here, it pushed up, which was a nice buy. Now we aren't getting higher highs. Okay, so don't make this harder than what it is. Now, of course, crypto don't really use and respect market structure like it's supposed to, but this is a high. This is a lower high. This is a lower high. Like, let's shoot our shot based off the basics, right? So if it does close above here, then yeah, okay, we may see 75, 79, 80. But right now we're getting consistent lower highs here, right? I wanted to see this off of the 4 hour. I think it was a 4 hour. Mhm. Yep, right here off this 4 hour zone here. I want to see price come touch that and then tank, but it hasn't gotten there yet. It looked like it don't even want to go because look, it hasn't closed above this previous high either. So this is considered a lower high as well. We're not counting the spikes. We're just looking at the body of the candle. So according to this body here, right, boom, nothing, nobody has closed above, nobody. Nobody has closed above this previous high. So that's why I'm looking for shorts, but I definitely want to see price come get this area. But if it doesn't, that's fine. At the end of the day, we're looking for price to dip, and then we want to buy and hold long term on BTC, right? Price will come filling these imbalances. Not sure when, but you know, it is what it is. So once again, man, thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions and you're on the call, feel free to ask now. And if you guys are on live on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, and do all that cool stuff that we talking about. And don't forget to go to pimpingainteasy.com and lock in with the best broker in the game. Get your free channel and go get funded, man. I'm actually in the process of getting funded myself, and it's a good process. This consistency rule is pretty dope. It's keeping me on point with my consistency and taking profits. And also make sure you lock in with our YouTube page, man. Other than that, you guys have a blessed, productive, and profitable day. See you in the markets. Let's get it.